Hi, my name's Fiona Hinton. I'm a dietitian and nutritionist. Today I've selected 3 top tips based on questions I am asked again and again. There's one for the kids, one for the grown-ups and one for everybody. My first one is about vegetables, which often become a battlefield at family meal times. There's a number of different ways that parents can use to try to get their children to eat vegetables. They can look through children's recipes together and try to choose some to do together. They could go shopping or cook with their children. They could even choose to grow some vegetables with their children, even if it's just one little bean plant on a windowsill. The kids will still be interested. However, many parents still resort to hiding vegetables from their children in order to fit them in. So here are a couple of ideas for that. And wives, take note, some of these ideas just might be useful if you have a husband who doesn't like his vegetables either. So you could puree vegetables and add them to pasta sauces or soups. You could try making savoury muffins or pancakes with vegetables. Cheese and sweet corn flavour go down well in our house. You could grate vegetables and add them to homemade burgers or add them to shepherd's pies and things like that. Or you could even hide vegetables under the cheese in homemade pizza. Whatever happens, please don't despair. Some days it's easier to get kids to eat veg than others, even for me, and I'm a dietitian. My next tip is about an old nutrition enemy, fat. Whether we're thinking high carb or low carb, the fact remains that we still need to reduce the amount of fat we're eating. And the easiest place to start is with the fats that we can see. If you're having chicken or if you're having meat, make sure that you trim the fat or take the skin off the chicken before you eat it. If you wait until after it's cooked, that fat does look delicious, as does the chicken skin, I can't deny it. But when it's raw, it looks horrible. It's easy to throw it in the bin. Next, think about how you're cooking. Try to use a non-stick pan, and instead of pouring oil in, just use a fat spray. There's a lot less calories. And lastly, when you're adding margarine or butter to foods, just use a tiny scrape, and there may even be times when you can go without it. My last tip is about water. Many of us, adults and children alike, can often be just a little bit dehydrated without noticing it. And this can have an impact on children learning at school, our performance in the workplace, and also our abilities on the sports field. But when I talk to people, they often say, I find it impossible to drink 8 glasses of water in addition to the fluids that I'm already having each day. And actually, this isn't necessary. All fluids are almost fully composed of water. So all the fluids we drink, apart from alcohol, actually count as part of our 8 glasses a day. So that means milk on cereal counts, it means juice counts, coffee and tea, they both count, and also fizzy drinks and squashes count. Now I would suggest though that you have no more than half of your drinks in the day as drinks that contain caffeine, and that you try to choose diet fizzy drinks and diet squashes where you can to avoid the extra sugar. Do remember also that the amount required for children is smaller than the amount required for adults, about 4 cups in total a day for 1 to 3-year-olds, for example. And it's also worth remembering that the best drinks for children are milk and water. For more on any of these topics, or if you have any other questions you'd like to ask, please get in touch.